If you're hustling to build something for yourself, but you feel stuck because you don't have the capital, I've been there. At 21 years old, I got access to over $300,000 in business funding. And that moment changed everything for me. I went from living a 9-to-5 lifestyle to full-time entrepreneurship, owning a portfolio of Airbnbs, and having real freedom. And in this video, I'm gonna break down how that happens and how you guys can do it too. I'm Jalil Nash, founder of JSM Funding Solutions. And in this video, I wanna take you behind the scenes of how business funding helped me build cash flow, quit the rat race, and completely change the direction of my life. So with that being said, let's jump into it. So let's rewind. I was 21 years old. I didn't come from money. I didn't have connections, but what I did have was a vision. I wanted freedom, not just for me, but for my wife and our future family. And I realized that if I wanted to move faster, I needed to understand how to access capital. So I locked in, studied business credit, built up my personal credit, and set up my LLC the right way. To ensure I had a really solid foundation, I spent 18 to 21 really just building my credit and building that foundation and making it rock solid. And setting up my first LLC, I got that done in a day or two. But in just a few months from that very moment, I had over $300,000 in business funding approved. No crazy income, no cosigners, just strategy. Now, I could have used that money to buy a car, flex on Instagram, or honestly just sit on it, but I didn't. I used it to launch a portfolio of Airbnb units with my wife. It took some hustle, some learning, but within a few months, we were bringing in a few grand a month in cash flow, and that changed our lives. My wife left her 9-to-5, and we finally had time freedom. We could breathe, think clearly, and ask ourselves, what's next? And that question led to the bigger vision. I realized I needed to help people do the same thing. So I launched JSM Funding Solutions. And in our first year, we helped entrepreneurs collectively get approved for over $1 million in business funding. That resulted in my business funding company bringing in over $150,000 in revenue in the first year. And that was just my second year ever making money online. Previous to this, a year before, I was helping info product business owners build out their sales teams. But honestly, once I started the business funding company, the growth was wild because I finally understood how to use leverage, build systems, and solve real problems for people. And so here's the truth. You don't need perfect credit. You don't need to be rich, but you do need the right strategy. And so if you want to skip the trial and error and get funding the smart way, I've got you. And so click the link in the description to learn how we help entrepreneurs get funded and start building real freedom. Because the right funding doesn't just change your business, it changes your life. With that being said, my name is Jalil Nash, founder of JSM Funding Solutions, and I'll see you guys in the next video.